Do you trust God's timing in your life? Or do you grow impatient and doubt His care? Galatians chapter 4 verse 4 and 5. But when the fullness of time came, God sent forth His Son, born of a woman, born under the law, so that He might redeem those who were under the law, that we might receive adoption as sons. Paul writes that Christ came when the fullness of the time came. That means at the precise moment that God has appointed, Christ entered the world. Paul reminds us that history is not random. Every detail of history was orchestrated by God. The Roman road, the spread of Greek language, all of it were prepared for the Savior's arrival. He was not early, He was not late. He came at the exact time God ordained. This truth should convict us to stop doubting His timing. How often do we grow restless, questioning His plan, assuming He is late? Yet the incarnation proves His timing is perfect, and that your impatience is unbelief. To doubt His timing is to doubt His wisdom. The God who directed all of history for Christ's coming can be trusted with the detail of our lives. Paul writes that God sent forth His Son, born of a woman, born under the law. In that one sentence, Paul captured the mystery of the incarnation. The eternal Son did not remain distant in heaven's glory. Instead, He stepped down into our weakness. Born of a Son, meaning He took on full humanity. Born under the law, meaning He willingly placed Himself under the very command that He has written, living the life of perfect obedience we never could. And this is very humbling. If the Lord of heaven stood this low to redeem us, how could we cling to pride? If He submit Himself to the law to free us, how could we live as if obedience were optional? We could never climb up to God, so God came down to us. And the purpose of His coming is clear. Paul writes, so that He might redeem those who were under the law, that we might receive the adoption as sons. Redemption means freedom, purchased at a cost. Christ bore the curse of the law so that we might go free, free from the curse, free from the law's condemnation, free from slavery to sin. But He did not only set us free, He brought us into God's family as son and daughter. Once enemy, now we are heirs. Once condemned, now beloved. And adoption means we are not only pardoned but loved, not only released but embraced, not only forgiven but welcomed as children. We are no longer slaves trembling under judgment, but sons and daughters standing secure in grace. If we live as though our standing with God depend on work, if we try to earn God's favor by our work, our ritual, our religious effort, then we are rejecting the very reason Christ came. To try to earn his favor is to live like slave when we have already been adopted as children. Why return to change when the Son has given us his name and his inheritance? For Christian, these verses are a foundation of hope. This is our identity. We're redeemed and adopted. We're not overlooked, abandoned, or unwanted. We're not orphans. We are sons and daughters. We are heirs, redeemed by the blood of Christ and adopted by the Father. The Son came at the perfect time to purchase our freedom and to bring us into God's family forever. The one who came in the fullness of time now guarantees our eternal inheritance. That is security the world cannot touch. But here's the question we must face. Are we living like beloved children of God, or like slaves who still doubt his love? If the Son came to make us children of God, what excuse do we have for still living like slaves?